You're watching Carolina and Company Live, your source for fun, entertainment, and events. With your host, Amanda Kinseth and Cecil Chandler. If it's happening in the area, then it's on Carolina and Company Live.
Hello, welcome to Carolina and Company Live, and happy, not Monday, Tuesday.
That's
feels
right.
like a Monday though, right? Coming back to work after a long
I sure
weekend.
hope everybody had a great weekend, Labor Day weekend, beautiful weather. Everything was so nice. It was just a beautiful weekend.
It certainly was. It was
you know
very
what?
nice.
I think there's some more beautiful weather coming.
I sure hope so. Let's find out.
Of it coming our way. Not bad out there right now. Live picture from your Surfside pier camera. Just a few clouds moving in overhead. We had some early morning clouds that have started to break up, and the heat starting to really crank up to 88 degrees already in Myrtle Beach and Georgetown. We held on to those clouds a little while longer in Florence, but we're at 85 right now. 84 currently in Conway. You factor the humidity in there, and that heat index is already up to the middle and upper 90s in spots. 96 is what it feels like in Myrtle Beach, 98 in Georgetown, even up to 93 in Florence. Now, the radar, for the most part, has been dry today. We've seen a stray shower or two. A better chance of a few scattered thunderstorms to develop as we go through the afternoon and evening with the heating of the day and an approaching cold front. Once that front, though, pushes south and east of the area by daybreak tomorrow morning, much drier air will begin to push in. Today, though, still hot and humid. Heat index up around those triple digits. Otherwise, partly sunny skies. Keep an eye out for those scattered thunderstorms. Upper 80s for the Grand Strand, low 90s inland. Once this front is to the east of us, though, temperatures will be gradually on the decline as we go through the middle and end of the week, and the humidity will be dropping off as well, and rain chances will be down to 0 for the rest of the week and the upcoming weekend. Several disturbances will come through with just reinforcing shots of cooler air. They'll pass us by dry, maybe with just a few extra clouds passing by as well. But as you look at that 7-day forecast, upper 80s today and tomorrow, although tomorrow will be a little less humid than today. We'll make it to the mid-80s for the rest of the week and through the upcoming weekend. Inland areas will still see highs around 90 degrees tomorrow, upper 80s for Thursday and Friday, then mid-80s by Saturday.
Weather is brought to you by A&I Fire and Water Restoration.
Humane Society is with us today, and every Tuesday, always bringing lovable pets that you could take home.
Absolutely, and this lovable pet is Buck. And he's a Chihuahua. You can tell he's very loving.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so loving, and he's fun, and he's teeny, and, you know, he can travel anywhere. He's just a doll.
And he's full grown.
He is. He's about 1.5 to 2 years old.
Okay, all right. So somebody can come by, pick him up. Now, other animals, does he play nice?
He does. The best that we can tell, he plays nice. He has some energy, so somebody that wants to play with him would be good. Yeah, and you know, we have about 80 others. So
Yes, you have plenty of selection.
We do. We're like a candy store.
of dogs and cats. So just head over to Grand Strand Humane Society. You know, you can check out all the animals. You can meet them. You can play with them a little bit.
Please do.
And you guys are always looking for volunteers,
We
too.
are.
And you're always looking for help, too. And we've got the Bartender's Ball coming up, and you guys are lucky enough to get some of the proceeds from this.
Yes. It's going to be a fun event. It's going to be held at the Marina Inn, so it's going to be a very nice event. It's this Sunday. The tickets are $50. And at the door, I think they're $65. But there are a lot of restaurants and bars associated with it, so it's going to be fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun. You can eat and have a good time, and you know, they said it's like prom, except with all the good stuff.
Exactly.
All right, so go check it out. The Bartender's Ball is this Sunday, and to get tickets, you can
go online, Bartender's Ball, and they will take care of you.
All right, yourbartendersball.com, and head over to the Grand Strand Humane Society and pick up a pet today. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
I love the ward because I love the classes here. Instructors are wonderful. The staff is friendly. It's like being at home.
Join the YMCA today. Call 449-YMCA.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live, talking about the YMCA. You got to get your workout on. Head over there, right?
Yeah, I'm on the way. I just left there. It felt like I just got back. It does. All right, we want to talk about a couple things today, all right? Now, on Sunday, my grandkids were here. We were celebrating my daughter-in-law's birthday and my son's birthday. And we went out to visit John and Donna Isget's farm over there, and they got to feed the horses. Now, isn't that cool? Look at Tucker holding us out, and Vera fed the horses, too, and that was a lot of fun. It was just so hot that day.
exciting for them.
Man, it was hot that day. All right, now there's something else. My neighborhood, Stacy was walking her dog last night, Roscoe, and he dropped by my house, and Roscoe wanted to say hello to everybody watching. You know, he walks around the neighborhood a lot, and he is a American Bulldog. That's what he is.
Nice.
Hey, Roscoe. Oh, oh. See there, he's a nice dog. Nice dog. All right, let's find out about today. All right, ready?
Ready.
All right, today's Tuesday, September 3rd, and this is Pierce Your Ear Day.
Oh, mine are already pierced.
Not piercing mine.
Are you
and
sure?
it's also Skyscraper Day. No, we're not going to do it.
I don't have any of those.
All right, ready? Birthday today, 1942. You know this guy, Al Jardine? You know who he is? No, you don't know.
It's that guy.
71 years old,
Boys.
former guitar player for the Beach Boys. He's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame also. 1955, Steve Jones, 58, hard rock singer and guitar player with the band Sex Pistols. 1965, everybody knows my man, Charlie Sheen, 48 years old, 2.5 Men. Now he's back on anger management. At one time, he was one of the highest paid TV actors on TV. Then he went a little while, but Charlie's still my man. Now, on this day in history, it was 1951, TV soap opera Search for Tomorrow debuts on TV. Boy, that was a long time ago. 1967, Sweden begins driving on the right-hand side of the road, and they've had collisions ever since then. 1971, Watergate team breaks into Daniel Ellsberg's doctor's office and finds out a lot of interesting stuff there from the Watergate. All right, from the Know It All department, you ready?
Ready.
All right. In 1957, Elvis Presley's monthly salary went from $400,000 a month to $78 a month. Do you know why?
Why?
He was drafted. $400,000 to $78. There he is.
Yeah,
Elvis Presley, Private Elvis Presley, and he didn't dodge the draft. I reckon that's why they call him the king. All right, that's from the Know It All department today.
All right.
What's wrong?
I think you might have something in your hair.
Something in my hair?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Oh, lice, maybe?
Lice?
No.
Oh, gosh, help me.
You don't. You're
I
fine.
hope not.
But lice is a big problem, especially for kids going back to school.
That's right.
And they actually have a place here who will take care of that for you. They'll even do some free checks, so stick with us. We've got all the details coming up.
H&M's looking to draw in more men to beef up sales. It's got a new line of retro Scandinavian clothes coming out aimed at hip male shoppers who have found the chain's clothes too mainstream. H&M has a partnership with David Beckham and earlier this year hooked up with a British cycling store to appeal to athletic men. Add Yankee Candles to the list of products from Jarden, the company behind 120 consumer brands, including Mr. Coffee and Healthometer scales. Jarden's paying almost $1.8 billion for this scented candle maker. And Amazon going to like customers who have ever bought a book on the site, the kind printed on paper, to get a copy on their Kindle for no more than $3. The plan is called Matchbook, and it starts next month. Amazon, keep in mind, makes money from content more than the Kindle devices it sells, and it's always looking for ways to keep customers on its site and services. In January, for example, it introduced Auto Rip, which gives customers who have bought CDs and records on the site free digital copies of their music. At the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Jane King with the Bloomberg Midday Report.
One, two, three, four, five.
Got it. What happened to Keith? I thought he was going to run this camera. For the dog thing was first in the show.
You ever try picking head lice out of 130,000 strands of hair before? Well, now you don't. Visit Coastal Lice Center and let the pros do the picking. Myrtle Beach's only certified head lice removal and treatment center. A safe, all-natural solution for removing head lice. Guaranteed. Stop the stress and call us today. Coastal Lice Center.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. Now, that's something important you're talking about. Amanda scared me a minute ago when she was looking at my hair. But lice, I mean, that's a big deal, and we're going to find out more about it right now.
Yeah, it certainly spreads so easily through the schools, and Catherine's with us. Now, you guys have Coastal Lice Center. Yeah. Talk a little bit about what that is and what you guys do.
Coastal Lice Center is exactly what it sounds like. It's a treatment center for lice. So if you or your children have lice, you can come in and we'll take care of it for you. So we're going to take all the stress and worry away from your family and tend to it in our center.
Is it hard to get rid of lice? I mean, how do you do it?
It is hard for the non-professional because it's just such a time-consuming process. And if you just miss a few eggs, then the process can start all over again. So in our center, we take the time to go through literally strand by strand and manually remove all lice and nits.
You talk about hours and hours of sitting there. Now you guys, you can see right there, we've got the DVD
yeah.
player, so you know, the child can sit down and watch a movie and it helps them go a little easier. Now you actually, you've been through this. You had a child get lice and you had to go through this, and that's kind of why you opened up this whole place, right?
She was my inspiration. I had mentioned to a friend that my daughter had lice, and she said that when they were in New York, their whole family had lice and had to go to a lice treatment center, which I didn't even know existed. So I thought that would be a good thing for Myrtle Beach. So I started researching and went down to Florida for training, got professionally trained in lice removal, and I'm very confident in my process and have had a lot of good success.
And one of the big things is, you know, there's a lot of chemicals in the stuff that you can buy out at the stores, and so you guys have these safe products that you use, right?
Yes, that's one thing I really want parents to realize. Things that are sold over the counter aren't necessarily safe, and all the pesticides that are in the products these days are not good for your children, especially if you're using them multiple times and not following the directions. So I do use non-toxic products in my center, and I also have these for sale if you'd like to do it at home yourself.
Yeah, so if you want to do it at home, you still come and pick up these products. They're much safer for your children to use.
And the best tool is what Cecil has.
Right here.
Yeah, it gets it out of them.
Wonderful lice comb. It's called a nit terminator comb, and it removes about 85% of lice and nits, whereas the ones you get over the counter in the box only get about 20%. They're pretty much not worth anything.
Okay. Now, if people wonder if they have it, they can come in and get checked.
Yes, it is Lice Awareness Month this month. So we're offering free head checks. Just give us a call so we can set up an appointment, and we'll give you a thorough free lice check.
All right, check it out, coastallicecenter.com, and get rid of all your lice the easy way.
Yes.
Make her do it. Stick with us. We'll be right back. Tell you what, we're talking about the Civil War Museum of South Carolina. You can find anything and everything in there. It's so interesting to walk through, and they're expanding.
That's right. They're getting bigger and better. Now, we normally do What Is It? We bring an object to show you, but today we're just going to talk about everything that's going on in the museum, and there's a lot happening, and Ted's with us. Ted, what all are y'all doing?
Well, we started off looking and saying, well, we need to expand. We don't have enough room because we were exhibiting about 2,000 artifacts to begin with. When we say artifacts, we're talking about uniforms and swords, things that are fresh or handed down, and they take up a lot of room. So we decided to utilize part of the building that we weren't really specializing in, and we added to it. So now when you come into the door, there's this huge gray wall.
There it is.
Like so.
And you see everything. You've got everything in the world in there, Ted. I mean, this is amazing, some of this stuff.
Well, there's always more. Those were big armies, and they had lots of equipment. So, but we try to show it all, from the home life to firearms to maneuvering, everything.
And you got, now this is open to the schools, everybody. This is, you're located right next door to the Myrtle Beach Indoor Shooting Range.
Well, actually, you enter the same door.
The same door you go into it now. Okay.
Right? And after the remodeling and the way it's set up, I mean, the children are welcome. We've moved the firearms out of the way so they don't encounter those right away. And it's pretty selective.
That's pretty good. And all this is behind glass. If you're worried about taking your kids there, they have it where you can't get to it. So you can take your kids in and teach them a little bit of history about the Civil War and everything that went on in the area.
Well, you can, and the way it is, we used a type of glass that doesn't reflect photographic flashes and all. So all these youngsters have pictures and everything. We encourage them to come do them. A lot of museums won't let you do it because it bleaches the material, but the way we're set up, you can do it.
Oh, that's great. Now, how did all this get started?
Well, I found the gunboat PD on the Big PD River, or the remains of it. And as we began this, we were the first in the state to be licensed by the state of South Carolina to do this archaeological recovery. And in the process of doing it, it had to go to a museum. We couldn't find anybody to underwrite it. So my wife said, well, let's build one. And so I blame it all on Connie. We did.
It's your fault that you started. Now, you're located right there on the bypass. And this is a neat place. You need to check it out. Go by. Take the kids, line up your school interviews, everything, because Ted will welcome you, right?
We'll try, for sure.
All right, Ted. We're looking for you next time.
You too.
What is it? we'll bring something exciting.
That'll work.
Yeah,
All
check
right.
it out. The South Carolina Civil War Museum. It's amazing. You'll learn a lot of stuff. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. So nice to have you with us on a Tuesday. Now we're going to talk a little bit about the South Strand Helping Hand. And they're always looking for help to help them. So, Amanda?
That's right. They're down there in Surfside Beach. And now you guys do a lot for the community and for people in need.
Yes, we do. We help them with electric if they're ready to be shut off, water if they're ready to be shut off. Food we can give every 2 months. Right now, we are in the process of having our floors redone by United Way, so we'll be closed for next week.
Okay. Yeah, and this is a big deal coming up, too, the United Way Day of Caring, where you guys are kind of doing an entire makeover in there.
Yes, it's about time. The floor's been down for about 25, 30 years. We're about ready to redo it.
Okay.
Well,
all right.
you know, this is a big deal. People need help now. This is
Right.
a bad time. And y'all provide a great service for people that need it.
Right. Right now, we're in the need of paper products. You had asked me before about toilet paper. Well, we are in need of paper products, diapers, anything in the baby food line.
Okay, just
So you can-
pretty much anything and everything. You guys accept clothes and food as
Right.
well. And so people can just bring those items by and drop them off?
Just drop them off.
Now, where you look,
We're
tell them the
there.
exact address in Surfside.
812 Poplar Street in Surfside Beach.
It's right there on the corner of Poplar and 8th Avenue.
Avenue,
South.
Just about.
Yeah.
Now, they can bring anything. Whatever they bring, you're there and you're going to
We're
collect it.
there from 9 o'clock in the morning until 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Monday through Friday.
Now, you're still there now, even though you've got the floors
Yes.
coming up? Okay, so you can still drop off.
Right, this week.
All right.
Okay, you can drop off stuff, and then you're remodeling, doing all that. Well, I tell you what, if there were not a lot of, you know, organizations like this, and it's all volunteer, if it wasn't, you know, a lot of people would go without.
You're right. I see some very sad people in my office. I had a couple come in that he had gone on Craigslist to get a job. And this gentleman said, you come to South Carolina and I have a job waiting for you. And when he got down here, the phone number he gave was disconnected. Now this gentleman pulled into our parking lot in a beat up old car that the tires looked, they came from Tennessee, and I thought, how on earth did they ever get here? They had 3 little kids and she was pregnant. And I put her up in a motel for about 3 nights and gave them some food, made sure the children had blankets to sleep on, and we had little toys there that we give them each a toy. 6 months later, I was walking through my office and this lady was sitting at the desk, and she says to me, to the gal at the desk, she says, if it hadn't been for that woman there, she was a lifesaver, because she said we came into town and had no place to go, and she put us up.
That's amazing. A lot of stories like that,
A lot of
I'll tell
stories
you.
like
Susan,
that.
thank you so much for what you do and all the people there, too.
You're welcome.
Yeah, well, it's really great what you do. So think about that. When you've got stuff that
Yeah.
you need to drop off, we'll drop it off here. And also, I want to talk about the United Day of Caring. That's coming up. And there also is a big food drive going on right now, and that helps out everybody in Horry County. And so people can drop off their food at our station even. You can bring it by to WPDE Studios and drop it off. You know, it's a really good thing. People helping people, and that's what it's all about.
You're right.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank
South
you.
Strand.
You're welcome.
We
Yeah,
appreciate
stick with
it.
us. We'll be right back.
Since 1993, Butlers Fine Men Clothing in Florence has specialized in customer service. Everything from suits to sport coats, hundreds of ties and bow ties, the hottest new craze, Southern tied shirts, casual and dress shirts. The Collegiate Room has all of the top college attire, and there's also summer wear. They do complete alterations. Butlers Fine Men's Clothing, helping men look better for more than 2 decades. And let me tell you now, Butlers is in the process of moving. They've outgrown that space and need a bigger place. Sales up to 75% off of items in there. 75% off. I'm talking about, hey,
good.
I'm talking about some nice clothes.
Yeah, you always look good.
That's where I get all my clothes from. So you need to go check them out right there in Florence and get you some clothes because they'll be moving 3rd through the 15th. The sale runs. Then they'll be moving to another location.
All right.
I'll tell you more about it too.
75% off. That means you're actually saving money when you buy. So
That's
go
right.
buy. The more you buy, the more you save, right? That's how I always think about it.
My wife always uses that.
Yeah, it's a good analogy.
I spent $400, but I saved $8,000.
Exactly. See, doesn't that make you feel good?
Made me feel good. I feel good already.
All right, don't forget to be our Facebook friend. We're Amanda Cecil Carolina on Facebook. That's where we do our giveaways, and that's where you can post fun pictures. Always take a look on there. Our viewers post some great photos up there. There's one of you right there, out there.
That's one of me. Yeah, we're doing a car show. Yeah, we were at Rotelli's and doing a car show, and we got all kind of things posted to our website. We appreciate you doing that. We're always looking for people to be on the show, and we need 5 or 6 weeks to get you on.
Or 7 or 8.
Yeah, because
or 9.
We're
really
booked strong right now.
So if you're thinking December or January,
let us
call
know
us
now.
All
That's
right, thanks so much for catching us today.
Thank
We'll
you.
see you tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow.
In Myrtle Beach, you're watching News Channel 15, your station.